everyone! Back, and we're about to go to the Ultima Thule, I believe it's called. We're gonna go get Medion. Hopefully we can defeat her, or hopefully we can win her back on our side. I mean, I like the paladin outfit. It's nice.
Your business with Chitauri was finished. My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Oh my god, burgers. Oh.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Nothing left to prove. Not Tareen nor Minfilia. We'll get through this together. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition.
Is aught the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just... Well, lately I find myself surprised at how much I've changed. How much we've all changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Jeanne one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
What would I do?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
To everyone we love. already drunk. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Oh, looking sharp and Estinian. Wow, that's a new look for you. This is the first time I've seen you without armor. Wow.
Oh. What brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
To be honest, Elfino, your mistakes weren't that bad.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it
Justinian.
not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose, I should thank you both as well. You were never one to forsake a friend, Elfino. I'll be counting on you.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
We will. Graha, Alize. Aw. Are they both sleeping?
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Graha, what were we dreaming about?
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
To be honest,
How embarrassing.
I wanted to... Alize?
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Okay.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
I mean, to be honest, I kind of wanted to lean your head on my lap. You were sleeping so soundly. I just kind of wanted to put your head on my lap. Kind of stroke your head and nuzzle your ears. Alize shouldn't be getting angry that, we saw her sleeping. It's not like she was doing anything important. She's resting. Right, Alize? Okay. Later today, we embark. Who is that? Who is that? Xenos?
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
I wanted you to change, to be honest. And you probably, deep down, you wanted friendship and love. Things you can't get with battle.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready.
Okay, here we go.
The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Yes. It's for the sake of our universe we have to do it.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
We'll try to be, Cryo. Thank you. You can count on it. You too, Totaro. Everyone ready to get on the ship? Oh, Alpha's here! Oh, everyone's here to see us off! Oh, thanks, buddy!
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Absolutely.
So, have you thought of a name?
Highwind?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
I mean, as much as I like the teeny tiny toy boat, we gotta go with the real name.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuneau, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The Starship Ragnarok.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Everybody is coming to see us off. Oh, this is so nice.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment?
Sure.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
Huh.
There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please, do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Oh, the battery died. I have to charge it.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
I was meaning to do this before, but... Okay, everyone ready? Dang. Wow. What is that one doing sleeping?
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Where do we sit? Oh!
It's... incredible.
Dang.
This is Fortuneau. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on! The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly! Try it again! With feeling!
Issue the command to launch. Have Helfino do the honors. I would issue the command to launch.
Engage!
Engage!
Hi, Justice! We're finally going to the edge of the universe. Holy crud!
That I must carry Landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
So they have basically created a warp gate. That's neat. Wow.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch. All right, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
Yeah, I figured.
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Hydaelyn believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
That's what I was going to do.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
What is this? Something is... interfering with the equipment.
Crap. This is not what we need right now. Shit.
Greetings.
Oh, it's you, Jeanne.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
Oh shit.
I can't breathe. You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life can thrive.
Thancred! Thancred! Don't go near her!
By the Fury. Thancred?
Meteion has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
That's what I saw.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination. This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
Ironic, really.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that giant,
Is this
a
dead star?
I would assume that the star above is the dead star.
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. The environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Wow. So haunting, the music. It's kind of pretty though. The sky is really pretty though. Oh. Okay, this cutscene has to screw off. Justinian, there you are. You can't see it?
dragons. Here.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
I mean, it would be apparent because, you know, after what Median saw with her sisters, all those worlds, and one of them could have been this one.
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
No, he went after you.
Oh, yes. He is here, and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
Do you really think that would work, Estinian?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
I severely doubt he's dead. I refuse to believe he's dead. Exactly. If he made this place from his soul, if he wanted us to survive in this place, he still has to be here. A trace of him has to remain. Well, we have to find her real body, Estinian. Everything here is an apparition of her. So, I'm sure if we can find her, like the actual Medion, then we can actually defeat her. That should be good enough. You guys be careful too. This is sad. Oh, this is so sad. Oh. Oh. mean, we see them as still living, but they are dead. I think they're just echoes of the dragons that actually lived here before. I think they're just echoes. So they're technically dead? He's not exactly alive either, kind of turned himself into a hack of a place, I guess. The dim-eyed plane of a being of liquid CPTSD, shame and trauma, sadness ahead. Oh, great. I mean, I know there's going to be sadness ahead, but again, I don't think I'm ready for it. Seeing those hatchlings kind of make me cry a little bit. Seeing those dead hatchlings, I just had a tear just run down my face. But now they're telling me that there's machines, just like evil machines out here now? Great. Where'd they come from? Were they just made by another race whose star has died? Or are they just machines of destruction? I mean, what did these mysterious machines go to other stars and just completely annihilate them too?
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
So... waiting to die like all the others, are you?
This...
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all. They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind. Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back!
He'll be fine.
This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Justinian? So he's taken too.
No! Not Justinian too!
Is somebody else gonna leave us?
There's a wind.
Justinian.
He's opened the way for us.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Alphino. I'm gonna refuse that they're dead. I'm refusing it. You see Alpha, and you've seen Alpha, and you talked to Midgar Soma, so you know another section of this tale. This is the home he left. Yeah. That much I gathered just from seeing the dragons here. dark in here. There. Should be enough. What's that thing? Is that another race that died? What is that thing? What? There's more. Hello? Hi? I'm just gonna call it A. I'm not even gonna pronounce that one. You know what? I'm gonna try it. It's Kodug? Kodug. Yeah, I probably butchered it. Oh. Indeed, that's a lot. mean, it's probably the same way every other race went. They didn't really crave annihilation, but, you know, something happened to them that they just wanted death. This entire game is just death. This entire game is just sadness and depression. We only crave bodies because we want to die. I mean, why? Why? So it's basically like telepathy. I mean, even these aether beings of the... I'm just gonna keep calling it A. Of the, you know, the A's, it's just like... They're comprised of spiritual aether energy, but yet they still want to die. Why? Why? I'm just gonna go to this one. Just why? Why? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm good. I mean, I knew that you guys would not have any food here, but I don't think I want to eat Aether. I don't want to. I don't know if I want to eat this Aether. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, I don't want to stand here like it's some kind of ritual. You call this a restaurant? I don't know if I want to do this. No. I want to know. I mean, if they know the secrets of the universe, I would like to know that. You can't just tell us here? No? Okay. I mean, it just... They did this for their pursuit of knowledge and happiness. They threw away their very lives, their bodies, the way they live, the way they act, feel, everything. Just for... That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. I would never just... pursue my existence just to throw away everything I have. Is this really life? Is it worth it? No, it's not. It's not worth it. Exactly. They pursued their knowledge so deeply. They wanted to know. They pursued their knowledge to like the highest point, and for what? They didn't gain happiness. Sure, they're probably immortal now, but it's not worth it. Not if you can't enjoy your life. If this is what science does to pursue knowledge, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I would say that the way you live now is happiness. That's how you can get happiness. That's how you can perceive happiness. Not this. Not to throw away your lives and your corporeal bodies. I don't care if you have to suffer. That's life. And life is worth living. But this is not living. I would never throw away my body or my life to be reduced to this. This is clearly not happiness. Yeah, it's certainly not peaceful, I wouldn't say. Yeah, indeed, failure. I'm sure they faced many frustrations like we did, but it's extremely pointless to reach this level of advancement in your existence and to throw your whole entire life away. We won't be long, I promise. We'll just have to see what Oriage wants. The pursuit of knowledge wasn't worth it if you have to be reduced to this. I mean, as trifling as it is to eat, quote unquote, I mean, it's not trifling, but, you know, having to get food. But, you know, that's problematic. But having to enjoy food, that's great. I mean, I would love to, like, have a burger or fries or anything, just something healthy. It's anything from, like, junk food to, like, healthy food. It's wonderful to eat it. It's wonderful to actually enjoy it. But I would never throw away my body in pursuit of knowledge to eliminate that problem. Yeah, I want to know how there's water here. We have achieved everything we wanted, but we have now made a terrible, terrible mistake. Yeah, they did. I would say they did. This is not a good way to live. It's not even a way to live it, period, in general. Median has taken their hearts onto her itself. Median made contact with them while they still lived. I mean, she did. She did. Then she saw them all die and get killed. Let's hear this tale. Let's hear the secret of the universe. I mean, I severely doubt it's gonna be good. Uh-huh.
Please, continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
That is not how I pictured their voices, but okay.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
I pictured their voices to be softer and way more sophisticated.
We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
Yes, so it's basically like the Big Bang.
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery.
Please do not tell me this is going to end up in entropy, or entropy. It's basically the heat death of the universe. It's going there, isn't it? I mean, from that, like, oh, the universe began as one single particle, and then it grew. It's just like, yeah, we're going to entropy. We're going to entropy, the heat death of the universe. This is where we're going. Okay.
The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies.
Yup, it's the heat death of the universe. I was right. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay.
Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze.
Yep.
No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter onto an eternal ice age.
Oh, okay. I didn't really expect an internal that just sucks. That just sucks. Like, I know our universe is not going to be, like, the real universe is not going to be, existing for very long. There's going to be a point where all the energies are going to be, like, not enough or whatever to just continuously just let the universe, go on and live and exist. I know there's going to be an end to it. But I didn't know that the heat death of the universe was going to be an eternal ice age. Like our real universe. Okay.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter.
Yeah, I don't think that's... Oh, that's why you cast away your body. Oh, that's why they cast away their bodies, to try to avert this calamity that's happening to the entire universe, eventually. Oh! Still, that's no way to live.
The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can actually stop the heat death or, like, the eternal freeze of the universe, if you want to call it.
The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
Yeah, I mean, no race can do that. It's the universe. I mean, we're just living beings. We're along for the ride. It's that we can't prevent the heat death of the universe. There's no way. We would have to be a deity. We would have to be a god to avert that crisis.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost.
I mean, to be honest, I shouldn't say a god. I mean, I should say God himself. I mean, he can prevent, the death of the universe. Yes, the universe is going to die eventually and just kind of completely give out from, like, all those energies, either spreading apart, the heat death, the eternal ice age. I mean, God can just remake it, so it's just like, it's fine. He can prevent that. But here, in this lore, yikes.
No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering.
Yeah, I can see that.
Rather than suffer on, Many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
It's just to get away from... Just to get away from the death of the universe.
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it.
Me neither, because we've come this far. It's just like, it doesn't even matter. It's just like, we're going to pursue the knowledge like you did. I mean, we're probably not going to go, in your direction. Hopefully not, but we're not going to do it. Because it's going to go either way. The universe is going to die. So even if we pursue knowledge or remain primitive and oblivious to it, it doesn't matter.
Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine.
Exactly.
Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Yes, it has.
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's not beyond my comprehension because I can understand the death of the universe. Granted, I would never stoop that low to give up my body and my life to try to go into an incorporeal form just to, outlive it or just to wait out death.
And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion.
I mean, I'm not going to disprove their conclusion. I mean, it's going to happen.
In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Exactly.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
Oh, she's gonna go too!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught. But I will live as I always have.
Exactly. Life is worth living, no matter what.
I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
Exactly.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all.
No, we can fathom it, all right.
But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee.
The Oriange?
Subterfuge is not required. Thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Oriange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
There's your next gateway.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris. To that end, We created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friend's emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Okay, so I'm kind of feeling less sorry for her, and I'm kind of pissed off at her right now. I mean, I still feel sorry for her, but really, I'm not gonna give in. I'm not gonna give in to her despair and death. And I don't care if the universe is going to die someday, because who knows? I mean, death is not the end. I mean, just because that there's going to be an eternal ice age, I completely doubt it. The universe just can't eternally exist as an ice age. There has to be other energy to form. So life is going to go on. The universe is going to continue. So there may be like a little bit of an ice age, like for maybe 1,000 years, I guess. But there can't be all there is. There's going to be more heat. There's going to be more energy coming in. I mean, yes, I'm taking this from like real life lore, but it's just like I'm taking this from like, a real life, lesson that I've learned and that I've experienced. But maybe it will be the same for this lore. Yes, it's a story, but still, I severely doubt that the universe is going to be just exist as an eternal ice age. That is just, no. I can understand that full well. Like, my mind is not that primitive, or primitive at all. I can understand that. I can understand that the universe will completely go on no matter what happens to it. But this is where I'm going to be ending it off, and I'm going to go get some food because I have to just calm down. And I'm going to just enjoy food. I'm going to just enjoy living. It's 2 a.m., but I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the food that I'm going to be eating. I'm going to be enjoying my life right now. And when I come back, I'm going to just defeat Jeanne. I'm going to maybe slap her in the face, to be honest. I'm also going to take back our friends. Because I know that they're not dead. They can't be. I'm going to bring them back. Even if Heidelin said, oh, use the stone wisely. There's not much power to it. There's not much energy that you can do with it. It's basically a one-time deal. No way. I'm going to have both. I'm going to use the stone of them to help us. To make a way forward, and then I'm going to be bringing back our friends. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to live my life. But this has been Jeanne Pucelle, and I will see you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. And just remember, keep enjoying life, no matter what. Keep trying to make it better for everybody, and don't give in to despair. Because life is worth living. Life is worth it.